Hello, readers and writers. Here we are in Lesson 9 of Unit 2 and Module 2, and we're going to be looking at reading a text about Steve Jobs and looking for claims and textual evidence and reasoning or examples. So you may have heard of some of these terms before. I want you to look at this graphic I have here for you. A claim is a statement about what should be done or believed. It's something that someone is trying to prove with facts and evidence, but it's not necessarily a fact in and of itself. Okay, and then there's reasoning. Reasoning is the explanation. It's the support that you're giving to support your claim, and you give reasons here of why you are trying to argue whatever it is you're trying to argue in your claim. You're trying to show people why they should agree with you. And then there's evidence. This can be textual evidence that you are getting from a source and you're quoting to further support your claim. It could also be examples, stories, statistics, facts, etc. So here is an example for you. The claim says smoking cigarettes should be illegal. So that is the claim that someone is trying to argue and have others agree with. Then a reason example is cigarettes are dangerous for health. So that's doing more explanation, explaining more about the claim and why they think what they think. And then here's some evidence examples. Here's an example from a personal experience. Last year, my uncle died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. Then here's another example from statistics. And then here's another example that they got probably like a quote from a science article or magazine or something. Okay, so that's just a quick example to show you what claim is, reasoning is, and then evidence. And then today, we're going to be practicing this by annotating this text. Move me over here. All right, we're going to be annotating this text, and this text is available for you right in the lesson. So if you are able to print it and then write on it, highlight it, circle, underline, write on that paper, that would be the best option. But if you're not able to do that, then follow along with me and just write down notes in your ELA notebook or on a piece of paper, and you can use those notes as your annotations. So when you annotate a text, you are writing all over that text. You are pulling out what's important. You might be looking for the main idea or connections that you're making with the text in your own life or something else you've already read. Or maybe you're circling words that you don't know and you want to look up so you better understand the text. You can annotate lots of things. But today we're going to be focusing on those three things that I showed you, the claim, and then reasoning and evidence. So we're going to read through this model text, and it has to do with Steve Jobs' rules to live by based on the speech that we did a lot of close reading of in earlier lessons. All right, I'm going to read this first paragraph to you, and then please follow along. Life offers many opportunities to make choices. Life can be both easy and hard. When we make choices during the easy or hard times, we are either surviving or thriving. Steve Jobs used his rules in life to help him thrive. He did this despite being orphaned, dropping out of college, being fired, and having cancer. In his commencement address to Stanford University in 2005, Jobs shared his 3 rules in order to thrive in life. All right, let's stop there and think about what is a claim in this paragraph. Now, this is really an introduction paragraph. Some of the other paragraphs afterward will have more obvious claims, but something that we could pull out of here that shows what the author is trying to have us understand or believe is probably here. When we make choices during the hard or easy times, we're either surviving or thriving. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best we could say for a claim. So I'm going to put claim in yellow, and then I'm going to do my favorite color, turquoise. We'll do that for some reasoning. So why would we say that during hard or easy times we're either thriving or surviving? Well, I think we could say maybe this part could be a little more explanation about that in life there's many opportunities to make choices. Life can be easy or hard, and through those choices we can either direct our life to surviving or hopefully thriving. Okay, and then let's look for some evidence that the author used to help support this. So in this first paragraph, I see evidence is mostly, well, really the whole rest of it. It's all talking about Steve Jobs here, and then what he said in his commencement address is all evidence to show an example of someone who made choices in life that helped him thrive, which is the claim. Okay, so the second paragraph I think will be even easier for us to find the claim, but read along with me and see if you can determine what you think the claim would be. While remembering his Reed College days, Steve Jobs shared his first rule: you have to trust in something. He told the graduates that each choice in our lives is a dot, and we should trust in those choices. He said this was more important than spending time worrying about how all the dots connect in the future. Jobs followed his rule to trust his gut and enrolled in a calligraphy college course, and that led to typefaces and spacing used in computers today. Following the rule to trust in something helped Jobs thrive in life because he trusted in himself and didn't spend energy worrying about the future. So what's the claim that they're trying to argue here, that they're trying to have us understand and believe? What do you think? Well, if you chose this rule here, you have to trust in something, then you are correct. So the first rule to live by is the claim that they're trying to explain here. Okay, so what would be some explanation, some reasoning for that? So look through this paragraph and where do they explain a little bit more about you have to trust in something? Actually, the part right after it, where Steve Jobs tells them that their life, each choice in their life is like a dot, and you have to trust in those choices. Okay, so that would be some further explanation of having to trust in something. Okay, now this is what Steve Jobs chose to trust in. You might be different, but this is an example from Steve Jobs, which brings me to the next point of an example, right? We want some evidence here. So it could be examples, it could be quotes from different texts. In this case, we have an example of someone trusting in his own choices and trusting that it would work out in the future. So that is an example right here. They gave us a little summary, a gist of how Steve Jobs used his first rule to live by and how it worked out for him. So that would be the example or the evidence. Okay, so next what you're going to do in this lesson is do some more annotating on your own. I would like you to read through the rest, which is just 3 paragraphs of this anchor text, and annotate it. So highlight the claim, either highlight or in a different color, or maybe underline the explanation, the reasoning for it, and then find a different color or circle any reasoning that you find for the claim in each of these paragraphs. Okay, so jump right into this, and here's a hint. This is going to help you a lot with the end of unit assessment. So don't skip this, do your best, and use this practice to help you do even better on that assessment coming up. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.